4 rounds today, and each round takes 1 hour. The first 30 minutes of the round is with the 4 competitors on the main stage of the ISA platform. The second 30 minutes is a panel discussion in the sessions area with leading experts from across the world. Each round focuses on a specific topic, and today the topics are cutting, communication and design, PPF, and training. For the competition portion of the Rap Warrior game show, each competitor gets 100 mini squeegees at the beginning. They keep these mini squeegees in their tool bag throughout the competition. If they don't make any mistakes in the round, they keep the squeegees. Yet, for each mistake they make, they lose a squeegee. The competitor with the most mini squeegees left at the end of the Rap Warrior is the winner.
Now, for those of you watching at home or in your Rap Shop, here's how the Rap Warrior game show is set up for your chance to win over $5,000 worth of prizes. Now, at the beginning of each round, I ask the competitors 6 questions in the quiz area where I'm standing now, and you should be paying attention to this portion of the program. The reason is because at the end of the panel discussion with the leading experts, I'm going to ask one of the questions again. And the first person to answer the question in the comment area of the panel discussion, you will win the prize. And each prize is worth over $1,000. And with that, Marcos, what are the prizes that are up for grabs in each round?
Thank you, Justin. And these are the prizes for rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. For round 1. A $250 voucher for Yellow Tools, a $1,000 color change workshop from 3M, and a 2-year membership on the Rap Institute. For round 2, a $550 rap kit from Avery Dennison, a $250 voucher from Yellow Tools, a 2-year membership on the Rap Institute, and a year membership on the 3D Changer. Round 3, a 10-yard roll of Avery Dennison Neo, a $250 voucher from Yellow Tools, a 2-year membership on the Rap Institute, and a Tint Hozilla from Rap Gear. For round 4, a $900 Avery Dennison workshop, a 2-year membership on the Rap Institute, and a $50 Yellow Tools Smell Good set. Delicious!
In round 2, the competitors start at the exact same time and get the same basic tools for installing commercial graphics on a glass wall. They have to install the exact same design that is made up of 4 pieces. The left side has to be 13 centimeters from the edge. The overlap must face to the right. The bottom has to be 70 centimeters from the frame or the floor, and the overlap has to face down. They all have the option to run to the Yellow Tools cabinet to take any tool they want to help them better align the panels, for example. There is a limited amount of tools in here, so it's first come, first serve. Since it's a glass wall, they may want to grab the bodyguard knife to cut off a section of the backing paper, or instead of using masking tape, grab some magnets and the gecko patches to help hold the panels as well. And there are 2 twists for round 2 in the Rap Warrior game show to make it a little more interesting for the competitors. They have to spin the Rap Warrior wheel to see which squeegee they have to use. If it lands on a squeegee they don't want to use, they can give Reiner 3 mini squeegees and choose a different one. And an especially interesting twist is that there are actually 6 different designs, though they all look pretty much the same. But there is only one correct one. During the quiz show portion, for every incorrect answer, they will be given an additional set which will be mixed randomly with the correct one. The more sets they get, the longer it will take them to get started on the wrapping portion. For the install, they will lose 2 squeegees for bad alignment, left to right and top to bottom. They will also lose 1 mini squeegee for every bubble, scratch, or missed registration point. And keep in mind that there is a 12-minute time limit. If they don't finish it within that time, they lose 5 squeegees.
All right, gentlemen, the prize for round 2, or prizes, $250 worth of NT Cutter, knives and blades. You also get 1-year free membership on RapStyle's 3D configurator, and you also get a 2-year membership on the Rap Institute, all worth over $500. So that is the prize. Those are the prizes for round 2. All right, round 2 is about to begin. Marcos and I were in the commentary section of the Rap Warrior game show. Marcos, this one is about design and communication. You actually have a good phrase for this one.
Well, yeah, the game is based on find and align.
Yep.
They have to go through the sets of panels, find the right ones, and then make sure they are aligned.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how they handle the pressure, because again, the more questions they answer wrong or more questions they answer right, the less they have to sort through. But if they miss a lot of questions, that could be really stressful getting to that point.
Exactly, and some of the questions are pretty technical,
Yep.
which I like because it shows how much you know. But at the same time, some questions are pretty like a rep trivia.
Yeah.
Which if you've been to some trade shows, you might know them, but maybe you don't.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. And so then once they get to the install part, it's Avery Dennison's MPI 2631. And if they have never wrapped with it, they might not know that it's not laminated. That's textured.
Yeah.
So if they get scratches, they lose points. So that'll be interesting to see how someone does in that one.
Yeah, and there's the Rep Warrior wheel.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna make a difference as well. Can you imagine wrapping with a mini squeegee?
I mean, you could do it. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, everything here is based on time also. So
Yeah.
you have to make choices all the time.
Yep, and that's real life, and that's what I love about the Rap Warrior Game Show. So round 2 is about to begin. Great design by Rapstock. Got that sticker bomb, got the Avery Dennison film, and let's get to it. All right, gentlemen, round 2. Here are the questions. And again, these questions determine how many sets you have to sort through to get to the right one before you install. So let's get to it. Question number 1. How many textured finishes does Avery Dennison NPI 2631 come in? A, 3, B, 4, C, 5, or D, 6? Gentlemen, your answers are... Let's see it. Ooh, all of you are wrong. The correct answer is A, crushed stone, stucco, and canvas. This is a textured full print film that's great on walls. Cool stuff. All right, next question. Question number 2. What country is Rapstock and 3D Changer based out of? England, A, B, Czechoslovakia, C, Romania, or D, Italy? The answer is... Correct, gentlemen. 3 out of 4. B, Czechoslovakia. And actually, Rapstock, Rap Style, and 3D Changer are part of the same company branch. Cool. Number 3, let's get to it. How many different types of squeegees does Yellow Tools offer? A, 85. B, 285. C, 125. Or D, 40? Gentlemen, your answer is... The correct answer is C, 125 squeegees. Now we get to number 4. Here we go. What year did Yellow Tools begin making tools and being just awesome? Was it A, 2009, B, 1998, C, 2004, or D, 2001? And the answer is... Ooh, the answer is C, 2004. And Michael, who's the owner, used to be a sign maker, and his desire to solve a problem led him to starting making tools. And this is actually really cool. This is their original brochure. Awesome. So this is definitely a collector's item. Question number 5. How many videos does the Rap Institute Library currently have in their quote-unquote Rapflix library? A, 2,039. B, 2,224. C, 2,487, or D, 2,098? The answer is... The correct answer is B, 2,224. All right. And we at Rap Institute started off with 80 videos and now has over 2,000, which is awesome. We come out with 250 videos a week. Question number 6, last one. Does Avery Dennison MPI 2631 have a permanent or removable adhesive? A, removable, or B, permanent? And the answer is B, permanent. Cool. All right, guys. Now you know how many sets you have to go through. Reiner's going to add up the numbers, and we will get to the competition. Let's get to it. The Rap Experience is back in a big way in 2021, with 2 virtual events and 1 in-person show. And the theme this year is transformation, with a focus on community, creativity, and commerce. The 2 virtual events take place on May 26th and 27th, and on August 25th and 26th. And we are very excited to announce the Wrap Experience will be in person in Miami in December. We hope to see you at all the 2021 events because they're going to be better than ever. All right, the install portion is about to begin. Patrick missed 3 questions, so he's going to have to go through 3 sets. Andreas is going to go through 4 sets. Norman has to go through only 2 sets. And Daniel has to go through 3 sets. Let's get to it. All right, who wants to go first and spin the wrap wheel? Doesn't matter. Awesome. So you can, yeah? Oh, 3 for 3. Sir Patrick. Oh, nice.
Life's for the warriors. Life's for the warriors. Life's for the warriors. Life's for the warriors.
We have everyone in position. You guys are good. Tools are set. Got your squeegees. Got your panels mixed. Awesome stuff. We got Mr. Reiner ready to hit the buzzer. Again, the prize on the line. You guys know it. First one to finish actually kind of does help. That being said, let's wrap and win. Reiner. All right, buzzer has been hit, and first thing, Patrick, he's going to the Yellow Tools tool cabinet, and he gets out the, what does he get out there, Marcos?
That's a yellow meter. That's a very nice tool with the Geeko patches, but I think they don't work on the frosted edge glass.
No, it's a bummer. And it looks like the other guys, they didn't go to the Yellow Tools cabinet. I think they're going to go with the tools that they have on the table. And interesting styles, Marcos. So you got Andreas, who's just throwing all the panels all over the floor. Patrick's going to the floor as well. And then it looks like Norman and Daniel sticking with the tables.
Yeah, you can see that the design is pretty busy. The sticker bomb, awesome design by Repstock. It can be tricky to find the right panels because they didn't get so many answers done right in the question part. So it's going to be tricky to find these panels.
Absolutely. And I think, based on the number they got, would you go to the floor or would you stick to the table?
Well, I am a short guy, but I need a lot of room. So I think I would go to the floor as well.
I think so too. As much as it's crazy that it looks like what Andreas is doing, he's actually been able to, it's like a puzzle at home. It's like you got all the puzzle pieces out on the floor and you got to find the ones that match the printed layout. And again, they all have the exact same design that they have to find, but you can tell that because the design is so similar, they're really hard to sort through. I like this.
Yeah, and if you get a little dust on the panels, I think it's not going to make a lot of difference because of the texture of the film. So I think it's a good move. I would do that.
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding. I think Andreas, even though it looked pretty crazy what he was doing, he's taking advantage of the fact that it's a contest. This is not like for a client. He just wants to get to those panels. So, it looks like all those panels are crazy on the floor, but he got to the one quickly first.
Yeah, well, he's already measuring, and I like the way he gets the masking tape to get his measurements. It's something that the judges will evaluate. The right side, the bottom side. So this is I wouldn't be so fast on the measuring. If you have to take a little extra time, I think it's good to double check everything.
Absolutely, and it looks like Daniel's measuring now, and it looks like Patrick is as well. So. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think, the big thing we always push on the Wrap Institute is, there's times to move fast, and that's where we talk about efficiency, which is a big person word for fast. But there's definitely times to slow down. I think you should always, always, always slow down when it comes down to alignment, because who cares how fast you go if your alignment's off. And there's a lot of points writing. I think 4 points total on alignment on this one for sure.
Exactly, and don't forget that these panels are not laminated. So if they are too fast and too strong with the squeegee strokes, they can damage the material, and that will be punished.
Yeah, and I think that it comes down to one of the things that we've been pushing in this contest and the Rep Institute for years is the more you know, you better your workflow. And I think part of why I love this quiz section of the Rap Warrior Game Show is if they don't know a lot, they get paid. They get the price they have to pay is in terms of, like in this case, sorting through a lot of panels. And in this case, I hope that they know that Avery Dennison MPI 2631 is not laminated, because if they don't know that and they start squeegeeing like it is laminated, they might lose some points.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
This one is just simply about finishing within the time and not getting a lot of damage. So let's see how they focus on quality, because I do think sometimes in competition, you might really focus on that time factor and it might not pay off. So let's see what the final results are. But that being said, right, you see Reiner's got the clock and he's really paying attention to what the guys are doing. And I'm surprised that they're all going with the individual pieces.
Well, let's not give people ideas, because the next edition, maybe somebody will listen to that.
All right, maybe we'll take that off it's too late for that. So, but again, I mean, that's what's nice about what I love about the Rap Warrior Game Show at this point is either this is the only round that they're competing against each other at the same time, so they can't really see what the other person's doing and learn from them. And in the first round so far is that they were, three guys were in the green room while one person was installing. So they couldn't watch the other person and learn. And I think that's what I like about this Rap Warrior Game Show is, generally in rap contests, you can see what the other person is doing and learn from them and make your adjustments and then get better. So the person usually in the first round doesn't do well. Well, I think in this one, you don't even have that option. So it's pretty raw the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. When you're working like this in a competition, I participated a few times, and you just see a tunnel. You just get into the zone. You don't even know that there are people working next to you, so
Yep. But you're also just kind of doing what you're doing, and you're not, these guys have never done this before. They've never put four small panels like this with such a busy design with so many registration points, and it can be tricky, but it looks like, in terms of speed and who's ahead right now, Andreas is really dominating this one in terms of, he's, working fast. He's got his fourth panel on. Patrick actually is snuck up. It looked like Patrick was behind a little bit, but now Patrick's, he's cruising right now.
yeah, they still have time. So I think if I were Andreas, I wouldn't stop now. I wouldn't try to maybe double check and see if the edges are sealed, or I don't know. You have time, just use it.
Yeah, that's something that he did press his buzzer, so he's out, so he can't go back and fix anything. And I think one of the things, like, I teach certifications for Avery Dennison in North America, and you have a certain amount of time, let's say 40 minutes to wrap a hood, and I see some people sometimes get done early and they say, oh, I'm done. And I say, are you sure you don't want to go back and check anything? And some people do, and they go back and they're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I checked it out. And so, I always say take maximum time. If there's no clear benefits for being first, or take all the time you can. But again, maybe I'm giving too much away for the Rap Warrior Game Show.
Yeah, if that was a job that they were gonna get paid by the time, okay, finish early, have a beer with your friends, and that's it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those jobs, but again, let's get back to this though. I think in terms of registration, I think the fourth piece is the hardest one. You can tell that right now, when you register panel 1 and 2 together, those two on the right, fairly easy. The one on the bottom, number 3, is fairly easy as well. But I think number 4 is the hardest, in the sense that you not only have to register the bottom part of that panel, but you also have to register the side. And if some of those panels go a little off, that can make it super, super hard. I think the hardest one by far is the fourth.
Yeah, let's see how they do. I'm really excited to see. I think Norman is finishing the third panel.
Yep, third panel, he's got the masking tape on there. And what was interesting with the Rap Warrior wheel, and I think that was really cool, is the fact that 3 out of the 4 got the sponge, the felt buffer, and then Patrick got the nice pink wide squeegee. That's my personal favorite with the buffer. So Patrick's clearly cruising right there. But none of them got the mini squeegee. I was kind of hoping to see that. Oh, buzzer and Patrick's out. So again, Patrick, pretty quick on that last fourth panel. A lot of them, again, Patrick, just like Andreas, kind of finished rapping and just buzzed out. Didn't do that.
Yeah, I think Patrick took a little more time on the preparation, but once you have your panels in the right place, it's just with a nice squeegee, you just do your job very, very fast.
And that's what I like about wall installs is that if you have the right setup, and again, part of this whole thing is design and communication. So right now, if you have a ton of panels you have to sort through, that's bad communication. So that comes with the designer and production and stuff like that. So that's the whole thing, is if they only had to go through, if they had one set to go through, super fast. But if you have to sort through panels and slog through that, it just really kills your time. And speaking of time, we got Daniel out. And that's the whole thing. So if you have to sort through a ton of panels and none of them are labeled and it's not super clear, that's really devastating for installers because it takes time. And then the more time you lose, the more money you lose.
Yeah, for sure. And it takes so little time to label the panels or just print on the side panel 1, 2, 3. It's yeah, but that's real life, right?
Absolutely. So speaking of real life, I think, it looks like Norman is done. He's double checking for bubbles, a little quality control. And then I'm going to go actually help Reiner judge on this one.
All right, round number 2 is done, and that was a tricky one. We got the 4 panels to put on. How was that for you?
It was tricky, but I think it was the squeegee.
What squeegee do you have again?
I had the big one. I had like this one. It was huge. You couldn't work with that.
Yeah, it's
So
tough.
That's that.
And it's so that's shows you the importance of having the right squeegee. And again, if you're working on something that doesn't have lamination on it, it always makes it super tricky. Super tricky.
It was. It wasn't my round. We have to do that again.
Yeah, but let's see how you do on the PPF puzzle, which is next, which is really cool. And then you got that last round, which is we'll find out what that is. But
Forward to it. So I don't know, but I think how many pieces? It's 1 piece, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
it should be okay.
All right. Cool.
All right, we just got done with round 2, which was really interesting. We had that awesome sticker bomb. How do you feel about it, man?
It was pretty easy, but I had to use more time to get it done better. I thought for me, okay, I get it fast, ready, and it will be good. But next time, or if I would do it again, I would do more time on every piece and make it the right way. So it was okay.
Yes, I mean it's interesting. I mean because what's interesting about this competition is it's the first time you're doing stuff. It's not like you get to watch someone in round 1 and then kind of tweak your game. So again, I mean, but I thought how is it to rap with? Have you ever rapped with the Avery Dennison 2631 before, that textured film? Was that new for you?
It was nice. On this surface, it doesn't stick so much. You can do the bubbles out, and it's no problem. And
Yeah.
the material it feels well. It's like smooth.
Yeah.
It's nice material, I guess.
Very cool. And you're lucky you didn't get the mini squeegee. You could have got the mini squeegee.
No.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, round 2 is done. The sticker bomb is in the bag. How did it go for you, my man?
I was quite surprised because on my right side the guy was so fast, and I was like, I start putting the film on, and he was ready, and I was like, what the hell? And okay, I tried to do it, and works out fine. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got right to the end, but I think you didn't lose too many squeegees, and it felt good. So, in terms of installing the material, what was the trickiest part you found?
To find the pieces actually. That I started searching every piece twice or 3 times to find the fitting, but the rest was okay, I think.
I think that's kind of one of the reasons why we set it up that way. Is for me and my experience on real world rapping is you kind of come into those situations. Have you been in similar situations where you had to sort through a lot of stuff?
Yeah, pretty often. Because when people rent me and the car is not the right car, so you need to stretch it, or just take care that it looks like on the print. And I was like, that's not possible, but happens sometimes.
Yeah, and I think but you did a great job. You kind of, and I think part of in that situation is you kind of just focus, you take a deep breath, and then you just make sure you do it right and make the best out of a situation. So, which is what you did. Awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, round 2 is done, and that was all about design and communication. And how many sets did you have to go through, Patrick?
It was 8, I think, yeah.
So it wasn't too bad, though. It wasn't too bad.
It was okay. It was okay.
And then how did you feel about, putting the pieces on, and you're working with Avery Dennison 2631, that textured finish? Have you ever worked with that type of material before?
Yes, to be honest, I wrapped my bedroom, the wall behind the bed, with the material, and it looks stunning. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Really cool stuff. So based on that, then, so in terms of, you have a wrap business as well, and so you also have a lot of people involved. How important is design and communication and what you guys do in order to be profitable?
For me, it's super important. Most of the people, of the customers, don't see it, but we have to teach them. It's a super important part of the game, of the whole rep thing of their company, how they show the company to the people outside. So it's pretty important.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, good luck on the points in round 2. Reiner's, we judged them up and stuff like that, and I think now we get to the PPF puzzle and that final one. So thank you for being part of this, man.
Thank you so much, Justin.
So let's get to the judging part. Justin and Reiner are already there with their markers and tape measures. So they're evaluating a lot of items here, like alignment, matching the panels, scratches and bubbles. And remember that this material here is not laminated at all. So now Reiner comes with a laser lion to check the levels. This is an awesome tool from Yellow Tools and helps a lot, yeah, on your alignment. So they've all finished in time, which means they didn't lose any squeegee for that. But maybe the dirty workspace can count some negative squeegees. But the alignment seems pretty good, and now it's Patrick's time. Patrick was the slowest to start, but you can see that his alignment is really good from the bottom and from the side. There are basically no scratches at all. And I can see now some bad matches. This can cost him some squeegees.
All right, the scores are in, and Reiner, what is the damage?
So I get a lot of squeegees from you guys. And first I want to have 28 squeegees from Daniel.
Ooh.
28.
I'm gonna help. This is my workout.
I mean, see it in a positive way, then you don't need to have a full bag and it's so heavy. Wow, 28 squeegees in my pocket.
All right.
Okay, the next one I get 12 squeegees from Patrick.
Ooh, 12 squeegees. Okay, I can do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squeegees in 12.
The next one, Andreas. Also 12 squeegees.
Ooh. I'm down with that. Oh. So does that mean?
Right now it means nothing because I don't know how many squeegees I get from you.
No.
You can start counting, but actually I get 11 squeegees from you and you are the winner.
Yes, congratulations.
That's great. So grab your surprise.
Stand up now, 'cause life's for the warriors. Life's for the warriors.
All right, round 2 is done, and here is the current squeegee totals with the competitors. And keep in mind there's only a 3 squeegee difference between first and third place. Andreas has 80 squeegees, Norman 78, Patrick 77, and Daniel has 64 squeegees. There's 2 more rounds left, and they're super challenging, so be sure to stay tuned and see who ends up being the first ever Rap Warrior.
All right, everyone, round 2 is done. The competitor got their prize, but now it's your chance to get a prize as well. And that's going to go down in the sessions area of the ISA Sign Expo during the panel discussion on communication and design. So I'm going to be joining some leading experts from across the world. It's going to be very informative, but also it's your chance to win a prize worth over $1,000. I'll see you there in about 1 minute.